Coca-Cola Classic, you, my lady, are the best. Also, we're out of all the backup waters.
Like, I have another backup water.
Okay.
Do you need some more?
Nope. No, because you just bought me a Coca-Cola Classic. Because you love me. Oh, we just made Grandma move. Can she see? Do you want to be up here?
No, I got a
Okay, as long as you're happy. We live to make Grandma happy. All right, looks like lineups have been exchanged. We're going to get going here soon. Let me send the link around.
I'm not even kidding. Someone got an umbrella? That's fine. That's safe right there. I'm kidding. Not that big. It's good. I know I did. I didn't think it was that big. I was looking to see who was staring and texting at their phone. I'm good. Thank you though, bud. Let's go, Brain, lock in. You want to set it up, No, it's okay. You don't want to set it up like right here? No, seriously, it's all good. We can just overhang.
Yeah, that'll be a good one for you. Are you
I think we
sure?
can figure it out.
Yeah, we can figure it out. Jay! Jay! Let's do it.
I got a small umbrella. Yeah. Awesome. Sick. Yeah.
I was like, it felt good to be in the dugout, though. It felt kind of cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am just pulling up here. Braden is on the mound. He has actually given up no earned runs in his 5 innings of pitching, and his whip, that is walks and hits per innings pitched, is a .75. That means less than one guy gets on. First pitch of the game is outside. Your Jackrabbits are playing the Denver Canes. I guess they're out of Broomfields, my understanding, and they just won a very emotional quarterfinal game to get them into the semifinals here. The second pitch popped up to left and goes over the head of who is out there? That's Mason. Oh, I think we had needed better communication there because Adrian just ran that, or Joe just ran that in. Sorry, that is Adrian out there. I didn't get a chance to get through my setup, and we already got a guy on third. So we've got Braden on the bump. He's pitching to Joe. Joe spelling the Masons behind home plate here, so it's hot out there on the carpet. The first pitch to the second batter. And like literally these boys just left field 3 and came over to field 1. They've had 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes between the games. Our boys have been sitting for 45 or more minutes at least. Jabrell over at first, Brian at second, Adrian at short, and Gianni at third. And that ball is popped high and out of play. That was a 66-mile-an-hour fastball. Aaron in right, Teddy in left, and Mason S in... Sorry, Teddy in center, Mason S in left. And the next pitch, fouled straight back. So Braden now in control with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. In their 2 games so far, the Sweet 16 and the quarterfinal, the Jackrabbits have struggled in the first inning, giving up multiple runs. Obviously, with the Canes having a man on third and nobody down, does not bode well for your Jackrabbits to keep from giving up any runs. What? And Braden with the next pitch from the windup. That one's going to be high and get away. And Joe doesn't get it into the glove, but it was enough to pause the runner out at third. We changed some of the shots here. We're not going to be as tight on the bases, but we're going to be able to give you more outfield on the left side and the right side, respectively. Center or second base shot stays the same. And 2-2 count now. And he tags him on the strike 3. So ball keeps popping out of Joe's glove. Joe does have the peace of mind to tag him. The throw down to first would have risked the runner from third coming in. So runner at third and 1 down. Number 5 will step in for the Canes. And he's going to take that 64-mile-an-hour dart of a pitch from Braden inside for ball 1. Good news, Brian, who sat out the quarterfinal game with that leg injury, he is back in the lineup today. He's out there at second. So because we're playing on the turf, there's not a lick of grass or dirt to be found. When he slid, he got a carpet burn, basically, a fancy plastic embedded carpet burn. That ball is fouled off, and it really stung. Because we have some depth, we were able to give him that quarterfinal game off. But we need him back here for the semifinal. Only 4 teams remain out of the 25 that suited up yesterday here in the CanesDenver14U AA Bash tournament. There's a beautiful 64-mile-an-hour sliding fastball, kind of a glove side run, really. It wasn't a slider, it just had glove side run. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 down. Batter choking way up. He's conceding maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches on the barrel. And he does that with a nice shot right to Adrian, who's going to throw it to first. And they'll get him. But the run does score for the Canes, and that's a 1-run lead now with 2 down. My wife lovingly went and got me 12 ounces of Coca-Cola Original Taste. And I am now getting a little bit of sugar rush, some caffeine to go with it. So who knows what will come out of my mouth. As we go to the next batter, the lefty here. Shot right up the middle, hits off the mound, takes a funny bounce to Teddy. He's going to stop that ball and get it in. So nice stroke from number 53 there. And he's down at first. That was so funny. It hit the mound and made like a hollow sound, like when you're looking for studs on your wall. It makes that sound when you're not on a stud. So two down, runner on first. Braden in the stretch. And the pitch, the ball gets away. And Joe thought about throwing it down. So great job by Joe to grab that rebound, but we got to stop the ball first. There's a lot of excitement there on a strike. Ooh, 65. That was supposed to curve and it didn't. Number 0 there gets out of the way. Oh, nice. That one did curve, but now way too much. Ball's outside. And the next pitch. Swing and a miss, 66. 0, kind of mad at himself there, judging by his extra spin there. So we go full, 3 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 down. This runner will be running on the pitch. Braden comes set. And the pitch. Strike 3. He absolutely froze 0 for 3rd strike of the at-bat. Jackrabbits give up 1 run, as they have been doing in the first of every inning, but this one's less than the damage they've done previously. And we'll see who comes up to bat. My guess is Coach ain't going to mess with the lineup he had for the quarterfinal that we were able to win 11-1. So let's see what who comes up to bat here.
Lefty pitcher. You guys, again, you guys can climb it up in here too. You don't need it back. You don't need it out here. You can sit there and you can watch them every single time. Do your steps. Oh, that part. Yeah. They're on some top posts. Well, you should. Keep it. Don't let it slam down. Just drive it through. Try to drive it through.
Good lead off here, right? Good lead off. Let's see some of this kid's pitches.
All right, we've got balls are coming in. Catcher's going to throw down to second. And while he does that, wow, the catcher is a very tall young man. While we do that, I'll let you know that Joe is up, followed by Teddy, Braden, and Gianni. When those gentlemen get on, you should expect to see Jabrell, Adrian, Aaron, Mason, Brian, and Connor to round it out. So Connor is batting DH. We'll bat 10 here, which means that defensive substitutions are allowed, but once you come out of the game, you are stuck. Showing bunt, just kidding. And he bounces that ball off the front of the plate for ball 1. Teddy earns a thank you.
Way to hustle, Teddy.
Teddy earns a thank you, bro, from the umpire for going to pick that up. And that ball bounces 60 miles an hour. The Jackrabbits patented Buenos Ojos emanating from the dugout. Let me translate that for you, as I'm nowhere close to moderately fluent in Spanish, but it does mean good eye or good eyes. So three balls, no strikes. Joe's showing bunt, but he will not be swinging or making any motion whatsoever to this. And it's also into his knees, so he's not going to really be all that motivated. He's going to run hard down to first. So the Jackrabbits are home here. In fact, we're home until we go home, being by virtue of being the #1 seed after the Saturday performance. So we've been in the same dugout. There's 59 down the middle. Teddy doesn't swing. Not sure if he had the hold. He might have had the hold on there. No balls and 1 strike to Teddy. Teddy leads the team. He's batting .800 on the season. Throw over. And since his grandparents said I was being too tough on him, let me run through how well Teddy is doing. He has 14 plate appearances, 10 official at-bats, batting .800. His OPS is 1.957. His slugging is 1.1. He's got 8 hits, 6 of them are singles, 2 doubles, and a triple. He's got 6 RBIs. He's scored 12 times. He's had 4 base on balls, and he's got 9 stolen bases. He'll take that ball high. So Teddy having a very good season through 5 games. Oh, nuts. Well, I'm talking about Teddy. I got the camera on first base. Arg. Anyway, I love my son very much. I just want him, to be perfect. That's all. And Teddy takes that off his... he's not wearing the elbow guard. He should be wearing the elbow guard. He's off his left elbow. We bought the $72 elbow guard.
He was wearing it last game.
And come on, kid. Come on. See, Nana and Papa, you say it's so easy. I can be nice to him, and then he does something like that where he doesn't wear his guard and takes the ball off his left elbow. Teddy at first, Joe at second. Braden is up, and there's nobody out. And that ball's fouled away for ball 1. Gianni retrieves that one. So between innings, I'm going to have Teddy's mom go over and yell at him about putting the elbow guard on. There's a nice pitch on the outside corner, 56 to Braden. No balls, 2 strikes now. High fire, that's the one that's got all the hits in it, at my understanding. So let's Braden put it to work. That one will be too far outside. Joe taking roughly a 45-foot secondary lead. He is itching to get a throwback. And the pitch. Ball. And everybody's going to move up after that wild pitch. So Joe standing off. And Teddy out at second as a trailing runner. So Braden now back to an even count, 2-2. And Gianni in the on-deck circle waiting to get his swings in. Well, that ball's near the tip of the helmet. So we go full now. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Braden's got to be swinging at that. It was a well-placed pitch by 53 for the first out of the inning. So 2 runners in scoring position for Gianni. And he takes one right down Colfax there for strike 1. Jabrell in the on-deck circle. And we got 1 ball, 1 strike now. So what you're seeing here is that Jackrabbits, who had the big time off, see if they can get the energy up to win this game, or the Canes, who can come off that emotional high and foul ball it on the left field line of their quarterfinal and keep that intensity up as they go into the semifinal game. Right now, both teams looking, both putting runners on. Does feel like the energy is a little thin here. A little low. Could be wrong, but. And swing and a miss. And Gianni is going to run down to first. And Gianni is safe on the dropped ball. Joe will score. Teddy will take third. So Gianni, that will go down as a strikeout, but he does take first because of the dropped ball. And the strikeout wasn't completed. So now runners on the corners, one down. So maybe the luckiest pitch of the afternoon for Gianni. Jabrell's up now. Jabrell, who's been swinging way ahead of the pitch. See if he can be delayed. And he was taken all the way. And we have runner out at second now.
All right, play smart, Field. Let's go.
That ball bounces. And Teddy is on his way home. And he will be safe. Gianni will take third. And your Jackrabbits now have a 2-1 lead. So Jackrabbits running rampant on the bases, every chance they can get. And the advantage of being on this field all day is they know this backstop. They've seen 8 innings of baseball on it already. This is the first time the Canes have, so they don't know how to play the carpet or the backstop. And Jabrell swings at a pitch away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And that ball is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, and he grabbed it. That'll be the second out of the inning for the Jackrabbits. Adrian now needs to make some contact and put the ball into the outfield for this to score Gianni. Real simple assignment. Make contact, put the ball in the outfield. Oh, 57 right down the middle. Our boys are not swinging that first pitch fastball. That needs to get back into the dugout. Hey, that first pitch is going to be right down the middle. Be ready to swing. Got 3 consecutive batters like that. The ball hits the plate, and the ball's going straight up. Adrian's got to get out of the box. And on the wild pitch, we will take a third run of the inning. So empty base paths now for your Jackrabbits. Adrian steps in back into the box with a 1-1 count. That ball is outside. Definitely one of the advantages of playing on this field all day is knowing that that ball hits the front of the plate. It goes straight in the air. We saw both Teddy and Gianni score on that same wild pitch. Ricochet. That ball is 60 and high. So Adrian now has got perfect hitter's count. He can throw, or he can swing if it's perfect. He does. He does. And that ball is through the left side. Oh, my camera got super dark all of a sudden. And to the left fielder, and he'll bring it back in through to the shortstop. Why are all my cameras? I guess the sun went behind the clouds and suddenly everything went dark. Wow. Well, the one that's ours is Adrian. And Aaron will step into the batter's box here. And the pitch. Strike right down the middle. Yep. Great job by the shortstop to get his glove on that. Keep the ball from going to the outfield. Yep. That's 4 straight batters who've seen a fastball right down Colfax for a strike. Now, Aaron was taking. Actually, no, there's 2 outs. Aaron didn't need to take. He could have swung. It would have been fine. And that ball will be high and away. According to CABA rules, 14U, you get a total of 7 innings per pitcher per tournament. So I don't know where the Canes stand, but on us, nobody has more than about 3, I think. We might now, having had Braden get the first inning, he might be at 4 innings. So plenty of innings left for today's. There's a shot right to the shortstop. He'll pick it up. He'll throw it to first. And they'll get Aaron by a step or 2. So 3 runs crossed for your Jackrabbits. They should be pleased. But they've got to now get the hats on, grab the gloves, and go play some good defense. Looks like Braden will be back on the bump. He's already walking out. So we'll see if his battery mate and will be joining him. It looks like Ricardo of old, if you guys remember. Oh, I just missed him. Here he comes. Oh, he's putting the helmet on. Now you won't be able to see him. But Ricardo, who played on the 14U team last year, he's now playing over at Montbello High School on the varsity squad. So that's what happens when you play Jackrabbits baseball. You end up playing high school baseball. I'm keeping this moving. He's only given Braden 5 warm-up pitches here, so we'll hardly have a boys on the field before he's done. So right now we only have 2, 4. We only have 6 guys out on the field right now. Just 2 more pitches being given, so we'll be quick to bat here for the Canes. Let me see if defensively we've had any changes. Still got Mason in left, Teddy in center, and it looks like Aaron is in right. Jabril at first, Brian still at second, Adrian at short, and Gianni at the hot corner. Joe with the throw down. And the infield's going to get the ball back to Braden. Looks like number 22 will step up for the Canes. And your Jackrabbits going to the top of the second with a 3-1 lead. Now, Braden has struggled to ensure that we get a first batter out. Let's see if he can change that this inning. And that ball is hit right to the second baseman. Brian drops it down, and they're going to be safe at first. So, good stop by Brian there, but we have knocked it down but couldn't make the throw over. Man, how do I change?
Way to go, 2s. All right, 3. 22.
Yeah, it looks like all my auto settings are good to go. Ball's inside. Runner does not go from first. That ball's hit straight up, and it comes back my direction. Gianni's dad's going to nicely pick that up for us. And a big lead from the runner at first, but he doesn't go anywhere. That ball is high. It hits the mitt. That's exactly where Joe wanted it. I think they thought he was stealing. He was not, so now we're down 2-1. And Braden's going to need to make a pitch here for a strike. And he does. The batter helps him by hitting the ball foul.
Here you go, 3. Way to battle.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes now with the runner out at first. Braden comes set. Strike 3, 54 mile an hour, beautiful breaking ball. And he has struggled to do that repeatedly, but when he gets that breaking ball, it is a beauty. So 16 will step in for the Canes. Braden will be on set, and he pitches. He hits that one at 62, but high. And there's a shot out to second, shortstop second, to first. And they pick him up on the scoop from Jabrell out at first. What a scoop. So nice 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. And that kind of leather is the kind of thing that is exactly what we need to ensure that we've got both the momentum as well as keeping the Canes off the base. So we go to the bottom of the second. 3-1 is your Jackrabbits lead. And I'll be back in just a second. And Mason will step in, number 3 in the box there. Once Mason gets on, we'll have, wow, okay, late strike call. Brian, who was the cornerstone of that 6-4-3 double play at the top of the inning, and then Connor will round out the bottom of the order, which will then take us back up to Joe and Teddy and others. And that ball bounces in. So 53, amazingly consistent that his first pitch is a strike. We have a 1-1 count. Now Mason swatting away something. Did you see that there? Like his hand came off. He did get stung in the first game, in the second game I think it was, when he was. So he may be a little sensitive to flying insects. And he's gonna foul that ball up. Out of play, not out of play maybe. Oh man, everybody was running for it. They almost had it. And coach yelling at Mason. So Mason having a real trouble all weekend of kind of the whole right side collapsing. The knee, the hip, the shoulder. Coach demanding that he hit the ball on the ground rather than pop it up. Because what happens when you drop your whole right side is you basically, you turn your bat into a pendulum and you hit the ball straight up. And he's going to go. And embarrassingly enough, it's only 3-2. And he's going to be back up. Yeah, so now we threw the bat away. Brian was ready to come up because, he's ready to play. So now we got a full count. And Mason, with his hard 90 commitment, was 40, 50 feet down the base paths before he was told by the field ump that he didn't have 4 balls yet. Now he's got 4 balls. Now we're going to do it again. So Mason down at first. And Brian getting the sign, Mason getting the sign, and Connor in the on-deck circle. Joe grabbing a helmet off the rack, because he'll be up after Connor. There's a throw over. And that ball gets away, and he's going to go to second. And he doesn't even pause. He is headed to third. And on the overthrow, Mason will go from first to third and put him in scoring position. He was jet fueled there from first to third. Again, the advantage of playing on this field, knowing that that is very possible. And the ball gets over the shoe tops of Brian. Doesn't hit him, I thought they might. Instead is caught for ball 1. And ball 2. 53 working pretty quickly here. He needs to take a deep breath, give himself a chance. There you go. Now he's going to walk the mound, have a second or two to think. Maybe reconsider throwing from the windup. Nope, he's going to go back on the rubber with his left foot, come from the stretch. And the southpaw's delivery. A dead ball, it hits Brian. So that means that the ball is dead and Mason cannot advance. So runner now at first. And a runner at third. And Connor will step in. And I'm going to go look, but I think Brian might lead in hit by pitches. Oops. Brian and Adrian both with 2 going into the game. Now with Brian picking up a third, he will lead the team in hit by pitch. Connor showing Connor showing bunt there, and he called it a ball, but Connor really pulled the bat back there, so we might have got lucky on that call. I missed it too while trying to decipher the ball count. It looks like Brian skedaddled out to second. And 2 ball count. Pitcher is set. And there's a nice shot to the shortstop. He picks it up. He's going to throw it to first. And they're going to get him at first. But the RBI is Connor's to claim. And your Jackrabbits now up 4-1. So solid stroke from Connor. For a boy who's still learning the game, he has started to put it together quickly. So, and he's maybe, the only guy tall enough to look Teddy in the eye. So Joe will step in. 1 down. And Brian out at third. Now Brian taking a pretty steady lead there because he's facing a lefty. He knows the lefty has to turn his whole body so he can get a good sized lead. Strike on the first pitch. First pitch. 53 is an enigma to me because his first pitch is a strike every first batter, and then he starts struggling. Let's see what Joe does here. And he's going to take a strike at the chin. Joe not a fan of that strike, but don't matter. Ump is always right. And the next pitch is going to be away. Teddy in the on-deck circle, which then means that Braden has got to be standing in the dugout door waiting to get on the on-deck circle. And the shot to third. Third baseman does a good job of grabbing it. And Brian smartly comes back. So good job, 16. On the grab there, Joe goes down on a line out to third. And Teddy will step in with 2 outs.
Go defense!
And with 2 outs but a runner in scoring position, Teddy needs to put the ball into the outfield. And he loves the first pitch fastball. Picked up by the third baseman. And the throw is not in time. Teddy is going to he's just going to stay there. He decides not to run. So Teddy runs out, a ground ball to third, and more importantly, the run scores. Brian was running on contact. So Teddy's sitting first pitch fastball, knew it was going to be a strike because that's what this pitcher does, and drives it down to third base and then outruns the throw. So Teddy over at first with another infield hit, and Braden already choked up on the bat. I guess he's been told just make contact. Assume that Teddy will run here. Throw over, and that ball pulls number 5 off the bag, but he makes a good grab, and Teddy dives back in safely. Braden has got the full swing away. With 2 outs, Teddy can just run when he wants. And that ball was outside, and it's off the base, and so Teddy's in safely. Good throw from the catcher, but it just ended up a little shortstop side of the bag. Teddy's in safely. So now a runner in scoring position again for your Jackrabbits if Braden can put the ball into the outfield. And Teddy's going. And that ball is high. And that ball goes into the outfield. And Teddy will score. So you can't teach speed, and speed don't slump. So that's my boy scoring the 6th run of the game for your Jackrabbits. I want to shout out to Coach Hunter, who has given Teddy lots of confidence in stealing bases, but also Teddy has picked up a new coach. Oh! And we're going to get a timeout. That ball was a foul tip, and it went off the right leg, maybe off the right thigh of the catcher. The inside of it, he's pointing to. Well, it looks like we're going to be ready to play. Catcher kind of shaking it off because catchers are real men. Let's be honest. Good job, catch. Braden with the next pitch from the lefty here. And that was a nice frame from the catcher. So Braden is struggling on those outside pitches. He struck out on the first at bat with the outside pitch. Takes an outside strike there. Let's see what he gets here. And that one, they go to the outside again, but it does end up too low. So we go full count with 2 down. I don't know if I finished the story, but Coach Brown, Teddy's C-team coach, is also teaching him to steal, and he's feeling much more confident on the bases. And that ball is going to be off the backstop, and Braden's going to be there. And we're going to get a timeout from the coach. Whoa, that is a very yellow. Oh, wow. 53 takes himself out of the game. As soon as coach crosses the line, he hands him the ball. But applause to him. And again, anybody who's going to be willing to stand up on the mound and throw. That is a very yellow. Is that a t-shirt jersey? Yeah.
All right, Johnny, let's go, bud. Do a job. Same thing with you. Here we go, Johnny. Let's go, bud. Do a job.
As my transponder had died there. I don't know how much you lost. And Gianni hits that ball up to the right side. It's going to go to the right field. Right fielder's underneath it, and he's got it. So with a run, sorry, 3 runs, your Jackrabbits are able to go to a 6-1 lead. And we'll go to the top of the 3rd. I think your Jackrabbits are definitely drafting off of the fact that the Canes came off that 6-inning high emotional win. And we had the downtime to rest up. You can just sort of see a difference in the energy. Not that I'm complaining. I am seeing a distinct reason why we might be seeing what we're seeing. Ooh, the sun is moving across in such a way that I might be able to move my table closer. You can see right here. Oh, you're buying actual waters because we ran out? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got more ball game to go. Braden's still on the mound, getting warmed up by Ricardo. Did I brag enough about Ricardo playing varsity over at Montbello? He actually attends a DSST school, and they don't have a baseball team, so he has joined the Montbello team, which I believe they might either share campus or have adjacent campuses. Very similar setup to Teddy with his Northfield, and that he's also at a DSST. That's Denver School of Science and Tech school, obviously a STEM-based school, a STEM-focused school. But he's on the Northfield campus, or his high school is on the Northfield campus, so he plays with Northfield boys. The DSST only, because there are only about 1,000 kids versus I think it's 4,000 or 5,000 at Northfield, they only have one male and one female sport per season, and baseball is not in the spring. It's been fascinating learning about high school sports as my son has gotten older. All right. Braden back on the bump. Joe still his battery mate. Number 21 in the batter's box. And he fouls the first one off. Nice swing there on a break and pitch. Jabril, the steel trap Crawford down at first with his ability to catch the balls that skip off the carpet. Brian turned that double play out at second. Is that Brian? It kind of looks like Aaron, actually. That is definitely Aaron. So Aaron at second. Although, well, Game Changer says it's Aaron. That's Aaron at second. Game Changer's wrong. Adrian at short and Gianni at third. And we've thrown nothing but curveballs for 3 straight pitches now. The first one fouled off for a strike, the other two too high. In right, we've got Connor. In center, we've got Teddy. And in left, it looks like we still have Mason. And there it is again. So 4 in a row, just throwing curve after curve after curve. 2 have been for strikes, 2 have been for balls. Let's see what Braden comes back with here. At number 21, swinging the Cat X. Swings and doesn't catch up with that high break and pitch. And 1 up, 1 down. Braden records his first strikeout of the inning, maybe second of the game. Let me go look here. Oh, I take that back. He's got 4 strikeouts this game. So total is 7 outs, and he struck out 4. How am I not remembering that? Maybe the coolest bat I've seen all day. What is that? It says hype on it. There we go. A delayed strike call from the He's hot. It's been a long day. That was definitely a strike there. Joe didn't even have to move his glove. Yeah, it's like a psychedelic color of the bat. Whoa, and there's that slider that didn't slide. Joe asked him to take a breath and slow down. 17, the lefty stepping back in the box. He also has matching batting gloves. Look at that. They're a red and an orange. Yeah, he's got the whole thing matching. 63, and it's outside. It's definitely outside. There's a lot of groans from our team, but our side, but it was outside. I mean, it was close. It was interesting, but it wasn't a strike. Contrary to the groans from our side. Swing and a miss. What? Oh yeah, this ump is an excellent communicator. Really appreciate the way he's running the games. And that ball's popped back. That was a pretty pitch right there. And a good job by 17 to stay in.
Let's go 1-7.
And the next pitch is popped off. My pocket radar said that was 104 exit velo on the swing, so I don't think so, but it was fast. Definitely had some ways. And Coach Steve taking one for the team. He's going to go jog and go get that. 2-2 now. Oh, good discipline by 17 to not swing at the high heater there. He hit the glove. Braden hit the glove exactly where Joe wanted it, but it was out of the strike zone. They were hoping to get 17 to go fishing. He has the plate discipline to not do it, and he earns himself a full count. Swing and a miss. That's a 61-mile-an-hour slider, so Braden living on that slider now. And 99 will step in. 2 up, 2 down so far. Braden doing what he needs to do on the hill. And that's his 5th strikeout. I said it yesterday, he's the ace of the squad, and I think there's no question he's the ace of the squad. Swing and a miss. There was that same slider. So he's got the grip, he's got the repeatable mechanics. He's got a slider that is very tough to do anything with. And right as I say he's got the repeatable mechanics, he throws that one way over the head of 99. In my defense, they're 14. Nothing's repeatable. They don't repeat a dang thing. Except for not being able to hear you when you ask them to do a chore. That's a very repeatable thing.
Very repeatable offense.
That ball's popped straight up. And
Talk to each other!
And Connor and Aaron don't talk to each other. And instead, the runner takes first. And now we're going to do a post-mortem from the coaches about who called what. So that's Connor's ball. Yeah. So if Aaron's going to call him off, then he's got to go get it. If you call it, you got to own it. So that's a mental error. It'll go down as a single, but it's a mental error on the defense. And that ball gets away. Eat it. And then and number 28 gets in the back of the box with a 1-ball count. And a runner now out at second. So runner in scoring position for the Canes. And that ball gets away. Oh. And the ball gets away. So it would have been bang bang anyway, but the ball didn't end up in Gianni's glove. It sort of ended up knocked off to the side. So really aggressive base running by 99 has earned himself a spot only 90 feet from home plate.
Yeah!
And there's a strike. That ball may have been a little high.
Ump's always right.
Ump is always right. I know. Rule number 1. That is right there, though. Braden's just throwing that 62-mile-an-hour slider. Boom, 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 boom. Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And then he pops that ball up. Somebody talk to each other. Gianni unable to get it. The run will score. And on a 22-foot pop-up, number 28 makes it to first. So 2 batters putting the bat on the ball, and that's why you ask them to do it, because you never know when the defense will just have no ability to make a play. So your Jackrabbits now have had 2 mental errors in a row. It's allowed 1 run in. It's given free outs to the Canes, and now the top of the order steps in. He hit the triple last time. And he fouls that one straight back. That's going to land, ooh, off the, what is that? Some sort of garage door back there? So no balls and 1 strike now. Again, this was the guy who hit the triple, so that's a Mason. So we know he's a good swinger. Braden with the grip. And the pitch. And he hits a little nubber to Gianni, who throws it to first. And the ball's in the dirt. And not able to keep, to get the ball is Jabrell. And after 3 straight errors, mental and physical, the Canes are in the midst of a 2-out rally here. Braden has to be extremely exasperated. He's not showing it, but he's now basically gotten a whole extra innings worth of outs.
Never stop running. Let's go.
And the next pitch, high, 63 at high. So this game goes until 5:19. That is 50 minutes from now, so still plenty of baseball. Jackrabbits thought they had this wrapped up. They were sorely mistaken. They're in desperate need of a 3rd out here. That's a nice 64-mile-an-hour fastball. Call a few more of those, Coach. And there's a shot to the right side. Connor will pick it up. And everybody's going to move up. And the bases are now juiced. Coach is frustrated beyond belief over there on the Jackrabbits dugout. That was the first solid stroke, and it was a good solid stroke.
Check your laces.
We have a combined timeout so everybody can tie their shoe. I've never... Is this like a trick play that's coming, or is this just what you do with 14-year-olds? You remind them to tie their shoes all at the same time. So Braden's still pitching like a beast. And that ball is high. And number 5 gets out of the way for ball. So easy enough for the Jackrabbits to pick up a ball and step on any base at this point, but they've got to want to make that defensive play. And there's the shot, and he's going to throw that ball away. And now there's going to be this is just a cacophony of problems. And Jabrell runs it in, and we're going to call timeout. This is. We've had 1 solid stroke. We've had a bunch of infield hits. So deep breath. Coach is just going to say deep breath, guys. Deep breath. But we've given up 2 runs now.
Not just 1.
No, 2. All of them unearned, right? Yeah, all of them. So where the Jackrabbits had a chance to kind of take that energy and just hold it, they have now given the Canes all the momentums. We're looking like the team that isn't the number 1 seed and hasn't been able to pull off 2 straight victories, but instead is the underdog here. So the play is at first. There's not a force now. 62 on the outside corner to 53. So this is pitcher v. pitcher, or the pitcher that started the game for them. And the next pitch is a shot right to Jabrell. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to take it unassisted. So your Jackrabbits give up 2 unearned runs. They allow the Canes to come back into this game, and if anybody's a believer, it's going to be the Canes. Coach has to talk to the Jackrabbits and get them to run a long bottom of the 3rd here so they can take the momentum back.
Come on, guys, we need a hit.
8 outs. Give him 8 outs.
Figure it out, boys. Come on. Be simple. Hey, who's up to the brown? Come on, guys. Let's go. New pitcher, looks like. Be simple. Okay.
Take your breath.
All right, Jabril will step in. So Jabril, Adrian in the on-deck circle, and that ball is hit off to the right side in the wind. First baseman grabs it. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Adrian will step in now. Aaron in the on-deck circle. 58 on the outside corner. And strike 2. Adrian not pulling the trigger. And the pitch is high. Ball 1. And a little shade coming over the field now. That ball is going to be high. Pitcher trying to put a little extra juice on that one, I think. Swing and a miss, and Adrian goes down. That's the second out of the inning for your Jackrabbits. And now we need a 2-out rally in a big way from Aaron. And there's a strike right down Broadway. And the next pitch, strike on the outside corner. And the next pitch is high and away. So all the energy is sitting with the boys in gold and black. Your boys in blue and black need something to turn this around. It's just someone get Bill.
Eric, you're failing your job, bro.
Charge. Are you charging? See if you're charging. Yeah.
Because you have the best.
Ricardo, how many have you had? Three.
And Gianni's back on the hill, and relief. And first pitch. Here's a ground ball right to Aaron. He's going to pick it up, throw it, and it's high, and it gets away. So Connor picks that up on the overthrow. Sorry, Joe on the plate. Jabrell over at first. Looks like Brian out at second, Adrian at short, and Aaron at third. Mason left, Teddy in center, and Connor in right. So with a runner at second, nobody out. There's a ground ball. Foul ball, sorry, ground ball foul. And that ball gets away. And Joe's going to just eat that. Runner's going to be safe at third. So now the tying run. Sorry, no. Not the tying run. We got the fifth run for the Canes is at third. And still nobody down. And a little ground ball out to Aaron. He throws that one high, pulls him off the bag. The runner does stay at third. So 2 ground balls to third leads to 2 infield singles. And number 3 will step in for the Canes. So Gianni now throwing over to first. He's safe. There is a runner at third, so let's not be foolish, boys.
Let's go, 3.
All right, the Jackrabbits have reset themselves a bit. First and third, and the first pitch, number 3, is a strike. And the pitch, that ball gets away, and the runner will be safe at second. So Joe's got to slide over and stop that. He's got to stop trying to catch Gianni's 70-mile-an-hour pitches in the webbing. It's just not working. And the next pitch. Swing and a miss. There it goes.
Didn't finish him.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball off the left side and foul.
We need ya. Empty base.
Let's go, 3.
And the next pitch. Inside. We go to 2 balls, 2 strikes now. What your Jackrabbits desperately need here is a strikeout. Let's see if Gianni can get it. Take 3. So what goes to Aaron comes back to help us. They're so high. They're so high. So 1 down. Exactly. All right, number 16 will step in now with runners at second and third. That ball is in the dirt. Joe grabs it. And the next pitch is also in the carpet. And Gianni needs to take a deep breath.
He's calling them up.
And the next pitch is going to get past him. So Joe continuing to have the ball go through his webbing. Going to the backstop. And the next pitch. The ball is high. We'll have the bases juiced. And we're getting towards the bottom of the order here. So if Gianni can throw some strikes, there's a good chance that he'll be able to get himself out of this inning. And the next pitch. Oh, the right side. Yeah, I just need third base camera. Wait, and then between innings we'll do first. And then an 0-1 count. Gianni just throwing strikes here. Should be sufficient given how hard he throws. And the pitch is corked into left field. It's going to drop down between Teddy and Mason. Mason's going to pick it up. That will be a base clearing double. There'll be a play at home. And your Canes take the lead 7-6 on a base clearing double. So good stroke by the Canes batter there. So those walks do come back to, or did he walk? Yeah, he walked a couple. Come back to haunt.
All right, 1-7.
I think I'm going to move my table because we need to change our luck in some way or another. Swing and a miss, 70 on the inside corner.
You're a little early. You got this.
There's a strike. And 0-2.
Let's go, 1-7.
That ball was high. 2-1 now. Or sorry, 1-2. Johnny in search of his second out of the inning. That ball is howled off to the... It goes off Nana's car, apparently. Nana, don't park so close to... It was a ricochet. It wasn't a direct hit, so hopefully Nana's car is fine. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. There it is. What a nice slider. 2 down, 2 down.
Let's go, Nine!
Oh, we have a timeout because our left fielder needs his shoe tied. He's now upright. I thought Mason tied his shoes between games.
Your turn, big guy.
Number 99 steps in. And there's a strike at the knees.
All right, Nines, let's go, big guy.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. That was a nice 62-mile-an-hour slider off the carpet there. But it looked like a nice fastball until the bottom dropped out. And foul. Good job by number 99 to stay alive there. We had some fans celebrating strike 3 there. Not until the ball is in the glove.
Fight, big guy.
And the next pitch. Nice on the curve. There we go. But the damage is absolutely done. The Canes have a 7-6 lead as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We play until 5:19. It is 4:51, so that tells me we got, 28 minutes. So plenty of baseball left. If your Jackrabbits decide they want to win this, come back and score. Coach having a conversation with them, and I will be back after I put the battery into...
How we looking? We juiced now?
We're juiced on third base, but I need first base. Okay. So first, home and second and third are all plugged in. So, yep. All right, we're going to get the battery pack on the final camera, and we'll be back.
Mason, 9 strap.
I was just getting ready.
I'm feeling good. And Joe will, oh no, that's not Joe. Mason will step in. That first pitch is high. Okay, I'll fix it. You're right, I need to move it. Hold on.
Image control.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you got to twist it. I don't even have first base. It needs to move like a full 90. To the right, yeah. And 1 ball, 1 strike now. Mason with the Marucci. He's going to take that ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike. After Mason, I should tell you who we got up. We got Brian and then Connor and then the top of the order. So we need these bottom 3 boys to get on. Mason drops underneath it. Where is it? Where is it? In center field. That ball drops. And we will get a return thank you gift from the Canes. Oh, we have obstruction on the first baseman. So what happened there was the first baseman was in the way as Mason. That's way he blocked. Mason rounded and then they ran into him. So Mason will come down or come out. 21 for 3. So let me go real quick check who 21 is. Is that Dalton? I think that's Dalton out there. I don't know the boys' numbers yet. So we got Brian in the box on the leadoff single, then second on obstruction. So the tying run is in scoring position. Dalton with the wheels. If the ball gets through the infield, and we'll have a throw to first, and they'll get him. Dalton goes to third. He kind of held up. We do move the runner over, so the tying run now 90 feet away, and Connor steps in. Connor hit the ball hard last time. And Joe will be up next in the on-deck circle. That ball is high. Connor can get a good piece of aluminum on this one here. And there's that outside strike again. One count. That's the strike again. So with those outside pitches, it's going to be on the Jackrabbits to poke it to the right side if they're a right-hander. He swings and misses a nice curveball. So he set him up with a couple of pitches outside. So 2 down now, and it'll be up to Joe to make sure he brings in our runner to tie the game. So Dalton now is going to be looking for a pass ball or a wild pitch if he can get one. The ump fakes us all out with a head roll there for ball 1. And there's going to be a strike. That one is at the letters. I know there's some eye rolls from our batters in our dugout, but that one was a strike. And he swings and misses half-heartedly. That's strike 2. Joe's got to get serious about making contact here. And that ball is high.
You got it. You got it. No worries.
2-2 is the count with 2 outs. Teddy in the on-deck circle. And that ball is high. So now we go full count. Lots of voices from both sides here. And what everyone knows is a pretty crucial pitch. Strike 3. That's been a strike all day. It was a strike out of the hand. Joe's got to be swinging at that. Jackrabbits strand the tying run at third. They got to play some amazing defense here. We've got 4:58. There's 20 minutes left in this game. So we'll get another at-bat, but they got to stop them defensively, or our day will come to a premature close. Ricardo doing a stellar job as the warm-up catcher. Joe now has all the battle armaments on. He'll be behind the plate, taking a pitch from Gianni for the throwdown. And let's see how the defense has moved around a little bit here. I've got Mason, it says Mason Slaga, but I got Mason A over it first. I've got Aaron now moved back to second. I've got Adrian at short, and Jabril moving across the diamond to third. In center is Teddy. In right is Brian, and in left is... And there's a bunt. And a nice easy throw down. So we'll take that. I say Dalton was in left or not? Dalton's in left. So one pitch, one out on a bunt that came off the bat hard and then bounced easily off the carpet. So top of the order now for the Canes. So we're going to see their best batters right now. And a shot out to left field. And a good stop by Dalton. They're going to keep him to a nice long single. So he went with the outside pitch and just put his bat on it, and the ball bopped out to Dalton in left. So that just goes to show you when you're the defensive substitution, the ball finds you. That's why Mason A has seen the ball already and Dalton's seen the A, which means the ball should be going to Jabril at third next. Number 14 steps in, and that ball is popped over to first. They'll get him. And good job by Mason A, who grabs it and then runs it towards second. So 2 down. And good job by Aaron, who's much more comfortable there at his natural position at second. And the 3-hole hitter, number 5, will step in with a runner out at second. And the runner's going, and he's gonna go to third, no problem, because it gets past Joe. So now you've got an insurance run 90 feet away. We'll see if Jabril holds him on or not. Jabril not holding him on. And the pitch. 71 on that outside corner. That's really where Gianni needs to live. He's not one for throwing the ball very high, so he just needs to use that wider strike zone to his advantage. And that ball goes behind the batter. So I think that was supposed to be a slider. It came out super funny off the hand. I wonder if Gianni needs a new ball. He didn't get a good grip on it. So we need a deep breath out of Gianni, and a foul ball off 5 in the box. Looks like it may be gone off his back leg. And the ump gonna give the batter some time so he can clean off the plate. No need to whatsoever, as there's no dirt anywhere to be found on this field, but that's just a courtesy to number 5 to get a chance to get over the foul ball off his right leg. And the pitch is in the dirt, and we'll take it to a full count. And the pitch, strike! You've got a huge strike zone, you might as well pitch to it. Strike 3. So your Jackrabbits now have 15 minutes to score at least 2 runs to win this game. So both coaches now pretty irate with the high strike zone. But he's called it all day, and he's called those outside pitches as well. So frustration starting to boil here. So Teddy will bat, and then that will get us, oops. Teddy and Braden, Gianni, when those boys get on, it'll be up to Jabrell, Adrian, and Aaron to drive them in. An unglorious celebration for the Rockies today, who went down to Miami, who is also a very bad team, and they were promptly swept. So your Rockies have started off 0-3 on the season, and there's a good chance they could challenge themselves for the worst start in the history of baseball. That is something right there, folks. That is something. So while I would, frustrated, I think, with some of the Jackrabbits play here in this game, at least I'm not a Rockies fan. So that being said, if you'd like to buy some cheap Rockies tickets, Teddy has a voucher he could sell you for his high school baseball team fundraiser. They are good. It's a good deal. So if you want to go see, the only blackouts are home opener and 4th of July. So you can't go to home opener, you can't go to 4th of July, but pick a team that you want to see here in Denver that, is obviously better than them. So we usually go see the Dodgers because, why not? They've bought all the best players in baseball. But if you're a Cubs fan or a Braves fan, a Cardinals fan, we'd love to sell you a voucher so you can buy cheap tickets to see your team. Teddy will step in once the inning starts, and we will have to score 2 runs here to make this through to the final if we're to win this semifinal. I don't have any update on who will play right now, but assuming they are done, that final game will start roughly 15 minutes after we conclude here. So Teddy in now. And that first pitch is a non-competitively high. In the back of the, hits the ump in the back of the head, actually. It was really nobody's fault. It was just a high pitch and it hit the bricks just perfectly. And that ball is high. Teddy, who has manufactured a run by walking, stealing, and then getting on through a wild pitch. See if that happens again. He's going to hit that ball off to the right side and out of play. And every dad in the fan, offering Teddy advice on what to do here. He knows what to do. And there's the strike. There's the chin strike. So, not sure what to do with that, honestly. I guess you got to swing at it when it comes in. Here it comes again, and Teddy fights it off. That ball is going to drop. Oh, it's not. Good job by the second baseman to go get that. And we are 1 batter, 1 out. Braden, who's 0 for 1 with a walk, will step in. Oh, and he absolutely crushes that one into left center. Center fielder goes over and grabs it, and Braden will be at first. Man, that was a perfect pop sound when it came off the bat. I love it. Gianni now. And we're going to get a offensive substitution, a pinch runner, 6 for 5. So 6 is Mason, for Adrian. So Mason, now we're at first. Gianni, who's 0 for 2 in this game and due for a big hit, will step into the box and see if they're going to, runner's not going. Ball's high. And there's a shot off his hands. He's going to get it first unassisted. Second, do not get the tag at second, but 2 down now with the runner out at second. So it'll be up to Jabrell, hit a single, score Mason to tie this game. Now we have 10 minutes left. We could actually start whole nother inning if things get up quickly. And we're going to have the third out of the inning. Oh, he drops the ball. He drops the ball. He's safe. Mason is safe. Woo! We got lucky. All right. Tying run 90 feet away.
No harm, no harm. Let's go. Worry about the batter.
And there's that outside strike.
Hey.
It's the same. And that ball gets away, and here comes it. We'll have the tying run. Get down. And it is a brand new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A brand new ball game. So Mason A does exactly what he was supposed to do as the runner, and he scores. So bases are clean now with a 1-1 count. And he hits that one. It's going to drop in nicely. All right. So now we've got Jabrell over at first. A lot of barking from the dugout about being aggressive and swinging. You do need to do that with this strike zone. So 7-7, 2 outs, runner at first. That ball gets away outside for ball 1. 21's body language saying he's a little frustrated either with himself or others. He's kind of down, shoulders down. The hardest part about being a pitcher is definitely the mental part, to just let things slide off your back. That ball is high. So a lot of energy out of the Jackrabbits. Oh, hits him in the back of the helmet. Hits him in the back of the helmet. We're going to call time. He took that one for the team. So Jabrell out at second on that hit by pitch. Adrian out at first the very hard way off the helmet. And in steps Aaron, who has struggled at the plate today. He's just not like this strike zone at all.
There you go.
And he hits that one hard, and it drops down, and it gets beyond the left fielder. We're going to score. We're going to score 1. We're going to score 2. And Aaron, who has been frustrated at the plate, has a base-clearing double. Your Jackrabbits go up by a desperate 2. And now, I forgot who's in the on-deck circle. Dalton is up. So Dalton steps up. And Dalton will get in the batter's box with Brian in the on-deck circle. And Dalton swings like a half-hearted swing there. I didn't love that. Oh, what a shot down the left field line. It's going to score. Aaron is motoring. Dalton will be rounding second. They're going to have him come to third. They're going to hold him at third. And now Dalton in with an RBI triple. So Brian will get in to the box. What a stroke from Dalton. And Connor in the on-deck circle. Brian's getting in, but that was Dalton.
You're all right, come on, defense! Come on, Brian.
So Brian in the box now with the runner down at third and a 10-7 lead for your Jackrabbits. Oh, Brian decides way too late on that one. Yep. But now they know it's coming. And he pops that one up. And I don't know where it went. Right in front of catcher. And he catches it. He drops the ball. And Dalton scores for the extra insurance run. So Connor now will step in. And when Connor gets on, that will actually turn the lineup over to see Joe. So they're not, your Jackrabbits aren't messing around here. Coaching is just simply swing at the first strike you got. With 2 outs, it makes sense. Oh, and he hits that ball, I mean, a long way. I mean, an absolute long way. Off the fence. That will score at least one. That may be an inside the Parker. They're going to send him. They're going to send him. Ladies and gentlemen, an inside the park home run. Woo! For Connor. That's a 2-run shot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, for a boy who is still learning the game, I love it. I love it. And Joe showing bunt with the bases empty and nobody on. He's going to take that first pitch inside. So Teddy in the on-deck circle. Joe now pitching, or Joe now hitting, excuse me. And he's told to swing at the strike. Joe showing bunt again, and he's going to take that one behind him. And the pitcher trying, I think worried a little bit about time, is now just really throwing it up there. And now we've got another pitch, strike right down the middle. The catcher actually called the strike. He put his arm out there. So Joe told if there's a strike, go get it. And he fouls that one off and we'll go full. So a big breath for Joe, who's 0 for 2 today and having not the best day on the bump. Here comes the pitch. Wow. And he swings and misses.
We have a whole more another inning.
Well, we have a top of the inning. Yeah, they finished with 3 minutes left. And Ump is definitely saying we're doing it again. So a 6-run lead for your Jackrabbits. They were able to score 7 in that inning. They need to get 3 outs to finish it off. Gianni is leaping out onto the mound to get the ball. He is a different pitcher with a 6-run lead. And he's like, let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't even need fielders. Let's go. So what an amazing offensive show from your Jackrabbits. And it looks like 3 for 21's coming in. So that'll be, would that be Adrian coming back in for Mason? No, that'll be Mason coming back in for Dalton in the outfield. What?
How much time is left?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
So 3 outs is what we need. So 3 up, 3 down is what we need. And your Jackrabbits all running out on the field. That's some energy and excitement we haven't seen all game. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this is will be in the final. The final will be on this field roughly 15 minutes after this game concludes. So you want to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to know when those next games are. Your Jackrabbits with a 6-run lead. With 3 outs, they is all they need to secure themselves that trip to the finals. And we'll have a balls in coming down call. Chuck, thank you so much. I appreciate the text. Chuck appreciating my home run call. So there we go. You know, it's funny because I have a home run call for when the ball goes over the fence.
Right.
But I don't on inside the Parker because the one on the going over the
You
fence.
need to come up with
Well, I mean, he's just going to send him. He's just going to send him, I think, works. And a little bit of conversation. Gianni, I think, telling his infield, make some plays, gentlemen. Make some plays. Let's just review. We have Gianni throwing to Mason A, Joe out at first, Aaron at second, Adrian at short, and Jabril at third. Oh, he's got to stay in there. That's a strike if he doesn't get out of the way. That's on Mason for not getting a strike. In right, we've got Brian. In center, we've got Teddy. And in left, we've got Mason. There's that strike. And there's another strike. So Gianni throwing just hard BBs and challenging the team to hit them. Time, catcher or pitcher or batter calls time.
Go, Ham.
And we're right in the middle of the order for the Canes.
Anything close, we got to protect.
And there's a little chopper. Adrian picks it up. Joe gets it. That is a 6-3 put out. And there's much appreciation from the fans. To my left, who almost deafened me with her yes. I love this woman, but man, that's a loud scream. Just remind everybody, it's still 14U baseball. These are mostly 8th graders playing baseball. But we are proud of their accomplishments so far. And 69-mile-an-hour pitch hit straight back for strike one. You know what's interesting? I don't think there's a clear MVP. It was really a team effort today so far. Whoa, what a beautiful breaking pitch. 61 starts at the hip on the inside, ends up at the shoe tops on the outside. And the next pitch is a ground ball right to the third base coach.
Stay alive, Ryder. Let's go.
No balls, 2 strikes now. Let's see if they throw a high pitch here or if they try to go outside. Oh, he throws that one in the dirt. That one doesn't fool anybody.
Let's go, Ryder.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Oh, that ball is too high to be tempting. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Let's go.
And the pitch. And that ball is hit right over the head. Gonna drop in. Teddy's gonna grab it. And there's a hit there. So the Canes refusing to be put away. They are fighting to their last man. 1 down, runner at first, and 22 steps in.
Go, Jude.
And ball's in the dirt. Ball 1.
Let's go, Jude.
They got it. Oh! Whoa. Man. Oh. Man, that was so close. That was so close. That's a strike.
All right, Jude, come on, big guy.
Protecting now. Let's go.
Cross from the count again. 1 and 2. 1-1. Sorry. 1-1, guys. That's all. Wait.
Ump asking for the count. Confirm it's 1-1. That runner's still over at first. And there's a ground ball right to Joe. He grabs it, steps on the bag,
Double play.
and the ball hits the runner in the back, and so they're unable to make the play. That was an excellent heads-up play by Joe to take the easy out. We just need 3. We have a little cushion. So make a play. And number 3 will step in for the Canes. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, according to the box score. But he does have a teammate in scoring position. Also point out that Gianni was 0 for 2 on the day, and then he did well. So you can't count number 3 out here. Gianni's got to go after him. And that's a ball hit right in front, right to Teddy. Teddy makes the final out of the game. Your Jackrabbits are able to close the deal Whoa, to the very end, the Canes should be extremely proud of their efforts. Man, what a game. And I know it came down to just pitching. Jackrabbits look like they had a little bit more of it. I'm going to put everything on charge so that we can get a fourth game out. The Jackrabbits will advance the final of the 14U AA Bash, and we'll start here in about 15 minutes. On behalf of me and Eric and Garrett, Jackrabbits Broadcasting, we say, Vamos Libres. We'll see you back here in just a few.